This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Jared Higgs with your Saturday dose of sports. Kicking things off, the government school volleyball season came to a close this week with the C.R. Walker Knights taking home the top prize. But as our Julian Gibson tells us, that winning effort took a lot of steam out of the kids' engine, especially as many of them prepare for the basketball season.
Despite winning the senior boys championships in the government schools, Coach Trevor Grant and his C.R. Walker Knights had problems with the volleyball season this year.
I'm fatigued. My players are fatigued because it was a long season. It was not a long season, but they put a 3-month season in 1.5 months, and you're playing games every day. We've been playing games every day for the last 2 weeks. And, that is ridiculous, and there's nobody to answer to.
He believes in the new system the Ministry of Education has implemented, but Grant says the wrong people are running the show.
It's a good idea, but it wasn't well planned. You see what I'm saying? We had years to plan that, to get that committee together so we could be on stream. Not you grab one person and tell them, look here, set up volleyball for us and go with that, set up the sport. They about to kill the coaches and kill the players them. When you're playing volleyball every day, a 3-month season will finish in a month and a half. You understand? A month and a half. What are we rushing for?
As for the proposed high school basketball championships, Grant says this one is hogwash.
Talk is cheap, money buy land. They've been talking about this National High School Basketball Championship. You know how you get them? Ask them when they want to throw it. Then you'll know if they're serious. Because they don't even know the darn date they want to throw that. You understand?
Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
The D-Squad basketball tournament is bringing out some of the best talent in high school hoops. Head coach Anatole Rogers, Harcourt McCoy, says he's happy with the participation level despite conflicting tournaments.
Out of all the government schools, we only had one that didn't participate, and that's because really it kind of crossed over with volleyball. We had good participation from the private schools, and really thank all of the schools like QC and Kingsway that came out. Those ones who couldn't come out, I understand that, the softball aspect of it with the private schools. But I know that the teams that did come, it will be a benefit to them because, in basketball it's all about getting more games and playing. And you don't want to wait till you get in the first game of your season to try and get some chemistry between your players. I think every team wants to do well and wants their kids to excel at the right time. But the way to do it is getting games in tournaments like these.
Who doesn't enjoy a great round of bowling? Well, if you're more of a spectator, the Bankers Bowling League is underway at Mario's Bowling Palace. The league's director, Derek Burrows, says this year is more competitive than ever.
It's pretty tight. Well, currently we have Bank of the Bahamas with 1 loss so far for the season, 11-1, followed by UBS, I think they're 8-4. So after Bank of the Bahamas, we have a number of teams tied at 8-4, but competition is stiff. I think this is probably one of the more competitive years so far.
The head coach of the flag football team that won the Cayman Islands Invitational says team chemistry was excellent. This despite the fact that the team was made up of players from different teams and from different islands. Coach Tito Bethel says none of that mattered when it was time to hit the field.
Group of guys we went with, they were pretty good. The camaraderie was pretty good, and bonding with those guys actually gave me a different view from different teams like Freeport and the team from Spartans. Gelling with those guys was pretty good, getting to know them, how they play, the heart that they displayed on the field. That was a learning experience for me.
The Bahamas Baseball Federation held its elections today. The new president, Teddy Sweeting. We'll have more on that tomorrow. But for now, that does it for Sports Saturday. I'm Jared Higgs. Stay tuned. Your weather forecast still to come.